The Hamilton Fringe Festival is back and excited to host in-person events once again. The writer and performer of one of the shows, Drums and Stories with Mr. Bob, joins us this morning. Hi, Bob. I'm Bob.
Hello. Very nice to meet you, Bob.
Nice to meet you, Bob.
Never met a Bob I didn't like.
Same. So are you coming to us from Edmonton?
I am.
Yes, that's where you hail from. You're actually on the Edmonton Arts Council, right?
Yeah, actually, that's what I do for my day job. Is
right.
With the Edmonton Arts Council, and bring. I have a chance to bring all kinds of entertainment to our main square here in Edmonton, Sir Winston Churchill Square, as well as bringing some other arts engagements to the rest of the city. It's a fantastic job.
Yeah, and now you're bringing your own show to Hamilton, but certainly you've got to be so happy that back performing on stage again. During the pandemic, you were just doing your day job, and stages were limited.
Yeah, and barely doing that day job too.
Yeah.
I mean, everything was on hold, so
right.
I think the whole industry is really excited to be back. Yeah. I know fringe performers are very excited to finally get back to normal. Okay,
tell us about your show that we're going to see in Hamilton.
So my show is called Drums and Stories with Mr. Bob, and that's exactly what it is. It's drums and it's stories. So I've studied drums and percussion, and I'm also an actor and have studied theater. So I put those things together. I really have a love of folk tales from all over the world, and so I've grabbed those folk tales and I've grabbed some of my drums and we've put them together I use the drums and noisemakers to create soundscapes and create other sounds for these stories. So I do them both at the same time.
Okay, can you give us a little sampling?
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you a really quick story about Rat. And Rat was digging a hole one day in a rock. Well, it wasn't really a hole. It was more like a tunnel. And it wasn't really a rock. It was more of like a mountain. So Rat was digging a tunnel through this mountain, and every time they looked up to see how far they had dug, they would bump their head on the top of the tunnel. But they continued digging, and of course, bump their head on top of the tunnel, but they had to continue digging. Now they broke through the surface. And they knew that they broke through the surface because they could feel the nice, warm sunshine shining down on their face. And it felt very, very good. And as Rat lay there on top of the mountain, letting the nice, warm sunshine warm up their face, they thought, well, wouldn't it be nice to have the power of the sun and warm up the entire earth and make the trees grow and the flowers grow and the food grow so that you and I can grow, instead of having to be in a dark tunnel digging, and of course bumping their head. So they made a wish. They said, I wish I was the sun. I wish I was the sun. I wish I was the sun. And Rat turned into the sun. And as the sun felt very, very powerful. Now, Rat continued to warm up the world and make the trees grow and the flowers grow.
Bob, yep. I wish we could hear the rest of the story, but you know what? We're going to send families to go see you with all the information. We'll link it at chch.com. When is your show?
So my show is coming up. It's in the Kids Fringe area. I've got a number of shows that are happening that I believe start on the Friday or Saturday. I don't have my dates.
That's okay. We'll link up the website. It's got the full schedule there. And I mean, there's so many acts over so many venues, and it all kicks off on the 20th. So safe travels to Hamilton when you get here. Thanks so much for joining us from Edmonton this morning, Bob.
So excited. I've never been to Hamilton. Looking forward to it.
Oh, you're going to love it. Yeah, the Fringe Festival here is amazing, the 18th annual. Thanks so much, Bob Rasko.